This is Sparta! Well, that actually happened. But here's the thing. The movie 300 took some liberties with the truth. The real story is actually way more insane and way more complicated than the film showed. So let's talk about the real Battle of Thermopylae in 480 BC. Alright, so first let's talk about who the Spartans actually were, because these guys were not normal. Sparta was a warrior society. Like, literally, their entire civilization was built around creating the perfect soldiers. Boys were taken from their families at age 7 and thrown into the agoge, which was basically ancient Greek military boot camp from hell. They were starved on purpose so they'd learn to steal food. They were beaten to teach them pain tolerance. They slept outside in winter to build endurance. By the time a Spartan turned 20, he'd spent 13 years learning nothing but how to kill people efficiently. They trained with swords, spears, shields. They learned formation fighting. They became living weapons. And here's the crazy part. Spartan mothers would tell their sons before battle, return with your shield or on it. That meant come back victorious or come back dead. There was no in between. They wanted to die fighting. That's the mindset. And in 480 BC, King Leonidas of Sparta is about to face the biggest threat Greece has ever seen. The Persian Empire under King Xerxes is massive. They've conquered basically everything from Egypt to India. They have unlimited soldiers, unlimited resources, and now they want Greece. Xerxes sends messengers to every Greek city-state demanding submission. The message is simple: give us earth and water, which is ancient speak for surrender completely or we'll destroy you. And Leonidas looks at them and says, you want earth and water? There's a well over there, go get it yourself. And then he kicks them into the pit, just straight up murders the messengers. Now Leonidas knows war is coming, so he needs to gather an army. But here's the problem. It's the Olympic Games, and Spartan law says they can't go to war during the religious festival. So Leonidas can only take his personal bodyguard, 300 men. He only picks men who already have sons. That way, if they die, their families continue. Now, here's what the movie doesn't tell you. Leonidas also brings 7,000 other Greek soldiers from allied city-states. So it's not just 300, it's more like 7,300 total. But the 300 Spartans are the elite core. The movie just focuses on them for dramatic effect. So where are they going? There's a place called Thermopylae, which means hot gates. It's a narrow pass between the mountains and the sea, only about 50 feet wide in some places. The Persians have 1 million soldiers, but they can only fit a few dozen through the pass at a time. A few hundred well-trained soldiers can hold off an entire empire here. The Spartans arrive, they set up their defensive position, they build a wall across the narrowest part of the pass, and they wait. The other Greek allies are there too: Thespians, Thebans, about 7,000 total, forming a united Greek defense. And then they see it, the Persian army approaching. 1 million soldiers. The ground shakes from the marching. The dust cloud is visible for miles. And among the Persians is a Greek trader named Ephialtes, and he's about to change everything, but we'll get to him later. The Persian army arrives, and Xerxes sends a message to Leonidas: surrender your weapons. And Leonidas sends back the most Spartan response ever, molon labe, which means come and take them. It's basically ancient Greek for come at me, bro! Xerxes is furious. So he sends wave after wave of soldiers into the pass, and this is where the Spartans absolutely dominate. They're fighting in a formation called the phalanx. It's basically a wall of shields and spears, completely impenetrable. The Persians are running at them with swords and spears, but they can't break the formation. The Spartans are working as one unit, shields locked together, spears stabbing out in perfect coordination. It's like fighting a meat grinder. Persian soldiers are dying by the thousands. Bodies are piling up so high they're becoming obstacles. Xerxes is watching from his throne, and he cannot believe what he's seeing. 300 Spartans plus their allies are stopping his entire army. At one point, according to legend, a Persian commander warns the Spartans that their arrows will block out the sun. There's so many archers. And a Spartan warrior named Dionysus says, then we'll fight in the shade. The movie got this line perfect. It's actually from history. Xerxes sends in his elite troops, the Immortals. These are his best warriors, 10,000 of the most skilled fighters in Persia. They've never been defeated. They think they're unstoppable, and the Spartans massacre them. Like it's not even close. The Immortals are used to fighting disorganized tribal armies. They've never faced professional soldiers like this. They break and run. The Immortals run away. Day 1 ends. Persians have lost thousands of men. Spartans have lost maybe a dozen. Xerxes is panicking. This was supposed to be easy. Day 2, same thing. Wave after wave of Persians, all of them dying in the pass. The Spartans are covered in blood, exhausted, but they're still holding, still fighting, still unbroken. Every movement precise, every kill efficient. This is what they were born to do, and Xerxes is losing his mind. He has 1 million soldiers, and he can't get past 300 Spartans. But then, something happens that changes everything. Remember Ephialtes, the Greek traitor I mentioned? Well, he goes to Xerxes and says, I know a secret path around the mountains. I can show you how to get behind the Spartans. Now, in the movie, Ephialtes is this deformed hunchback who was rejected by the Spartans, so he betrays them for revenge. But in reality, he was just a normal Greek dude from a local village who wanted Persian gold. Way less dramatic, but that's history. Xerxes sends his immortals through the secret mountain path at night. They're going to surround the Greeks, attack from behind, it's over. At dawn, a Greek scout runs to Leonidas and says, the Persians are behind us. They found the path. We're surrounded. And Leonidas knows immediately, this is it. This is the end. Leonidas makes a decision. He tells the other Greek allies, you can leave, go back to your cities, warn them, prepare for war. But the 300 Spartans are staying. Most of the Greeks leave, but about 700 Thespians and 400 Thebans refuse to abandon the Spartans. They stay to fight to the death. So it's about 1,400 men total for the final stand. The movie simplified this, but the loyalty is real. Leonidas knows they're all going to die. He tells his men, tonight we dine in hell. Another line the movie got from actual history. The final day, the Persians attack from all sides, front and back. The Greeks are completely surrounded, hundreds of thousands of Persians closing in on 1,400 Greeks. The Spartans abandon their defensive position and charge forward. They're not waiting to die. They're taking as many Persians with them as possible. Leonidas leads the charge, fighting like a demon, killing Persians left and right. They refuse to stop fighting. Leonidas is hit by arrows, then spears. He's covered in wounds, but he keeps fighting. He's trying to reach Xerxes himself. If he can kill the king, maybe it's worth it. But there's too many enemies. Leonidas falls. The king of Sparta dies on his feet, weapon in hand, surrounded by dead Persians. And when he goes down, the remaining Spartans form a circle around his body, protecting their king even in death. One by one, the Spartans fall, fighting to the last breath. They die exactly how they wanted to, as warriors. By midday, it's over. All 1,400 Greeks are dead. The Persians have lost between 20,000 to 40,000 men, according to ancient sources. The sacrifice of the 300 bought time for the rest of Greece to prepare. It inspired every Greek city-state to unite against Persia, something that never happened before. A few months later, at the Battle of Plataea, a united Greek army destroys the Persian invasion force. Xerxes is forced to retreat, and Greece survives. Western civilization survives, all because 300 Spartans showed that Persians could be beaten. A small force of determined warriors held off an empire. They chose death over surrender, and they became immortal through their sacrifice. That's why we're still talking about the 300 Spartans 2,500 years later. That's legacy. That's Sparta.